Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're flying from Australia's capital city, Canberra, up to sunny Brisbane on board an Alliance Airline Embraer E190. This isn't your usual Qantas or Virgin flight. Alliance run this route for QantasLink and is a bit of a hidden gem in the domestic network. So buckle up as we check out the experience on board from takeoff to touchdown. Greetings from Canberra, the nation's capital. A big thank you to all my returning viewers for your continued support. And if you're new here, welcome to KT Aviation. I'm currently in Canberra, heading back home to Brisbane after a long road trip. As mentioned, I'm flying with QantasLink, but the flight will be operated by Alliance Airline on their E190. I gotta say, Canberra Airport showcases some of the finest artworks in Australia. The flight takes approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes, covering a distance of about 900 kilometers. My flight today is departing from Gate 13. Canberra Airport is split into two sides. Virgin Australia and the international gates are on the left, while the Qantas group operates from the right. This is my aircraft, an Embraer E190 in full Alliance Airline livery, operating on behalf of QantasLink. Alliance run this service under a Wet-Leased arrangement, meaning they provide both the aircraft and crew, but the flight is sold under the QantasLink brand. Our boarding time is 6:45 p.m. and the flight number is QF1908. I love the E190. And I think most passengers would agree. The main reason is the 2-2 seating layout, no dreaded middle seat, and on this flight, having an empty seat beside me was just the cherry on the top. Enjoy this takeoff from runway 35 at Canberra. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps motivate me to keep creating even more and better videos. Here's a great view of Canberra CBD with Parliament House, Capitol Hill, and the Molonglo River in the background. In addition to being Australia's capital, Canberra is the country's largest inland city, home to around 447,000 people. It is a planned city designed by American architect Walter Burley Griffin, who won an international competition to create its layout. Window gazing is best when there's nothing else to do. Once we leveled off, the refreshment service kicked in. We were served a quiche pie along with drinks, alcoholic options included, if that is your thing. I've got to say, the lavatory was clean and surprisingly spacious for a regional jet. Here's a brief history about Alliance Airlines. Established in 2002 and headquartered in Brisbane, Queensland, Alliance Airlines began as a fly-in, fly-out FIFO air charter service tailored to Australia's mining and resource sector. The airline operates the fleet of Embraer E190s, Fokker 100s, and Fokker 70s. In 2019, Qantas acquired a 19% stake in Alliance with plans to take full ownership in 2022. However, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, ACCC, blocked the acquisition, leading to the collapse of the deal in 2023. Today, while still heavily focused on FIFO operations, Alliance also plays a key role in Australia's regional aviation network. It wet leases 30 Embraer E190s to QantasLink and leases Fokker aircraft to Virgin Australia, which lack its own regional fleet. Additionally, a portion of its fleet is dry leased to Air North, based in Darwin. With a fleet of 76 aircraft, Alliance Airlines stands as Australia's third largest airline by fleet size, behind Qantas and Virgin Australia.
Down there at just after 7 o'clock local time, having disembarking shortly thereafter. Current weather on the ground, it's 26 degrees, just some scattered cloud, winds from the northeast at the moment, fairly light, around 10 kilometres now. On behalf of the crew, it's been our pleasure having you on board this evening. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
As we begin our descent into Brisbane, let's take a moment to go over the highs and lows of this flight. Starting with the positives, first off, the E190 seats are hands down the most comfortable you'll find on a regional jet. That 2-2 configuration is a real blessing when it comes to avoiding that cramped feeling. The Alliance crew were also fantastic, professional, friendly, and genuinely welcoming. Catering was okay, and the inclusion of alcoholic beverages in economy is a rare perk these days. Now, on to the not-so-good parts. There's no onboard entertainment, so it's strictly BYO, and unfortunately there's no charging port either. Another downside, though a more subtle one, is the pricing. Alliance-operated flights tend to be a bit pricier due to being wet-leased, especially when compared to Qantas flights, using their own aircraft and crew. It's a small detail, but if you do some comparison, you'll often find Qantas-operated flights slightly cheaper. That said, sometimes you won't have a choice, as some routes are only served by one aircraft type. All in all, whether it's QantasLink or Alliance, I always enjoy flying the Embraer E190, and today's flight was no exception. Here are my final ratings for this trip today. Enjoy this rare flight path as we fly over the Brisbane CBD, following the river with stunning views of South Bank and the Kangaroo Point cliffs, just moments before landing.